You're in the middle of your living room, and the screaming is just relentless. It's that high-pitched sound that vibrates right through your bones. You've asked them to stop. You've tried ignoring it, and now you feel that heat rising in your chest, that all-too-familiar urge to just scream back, to shout over the noise just to feel like you can be heard for a single second. Have you been there, at your wits' end? You're not alone. Most parents have. In fact, a study from 2003 found that nearly 90% of parents admitted to yelling at their kids in the last year. But what if I told you the secret to a quieter home isn't about raising your voice? What if it's about doing something that feels completely backward at first? What if the path to calm isn't through more control, but through a different kind of connection? Stay with me, because I'm going to show you how to turn that chaos into calm for good. We're going to decode what your child's screams really mean and give you the tools to build a more peaceful home without ever having to shout again. Before we can even think about silencing the screams, we have to understand them. It's so easy to hear screaming as defiance, right? As a personal attack on our sanity. But in reality, especially for young kids, screaming is just communication. It's one of the only tools they have when their little brains and bodies are completely overwhelmed. Think about it, a toddler's brain is basically a massive construction site. The parts in charge of impulse control, managing big emotions and saying what they mean are still very much under construction. So when they feel a huge wave of anger, frustration, or even pure, unfiltered joy, they don't have the words to say, "Mother, I am feeling quite frustrated that this block tower has collapsed." Instead, they use the one tool that's always worked, the one they've had since day one, a scream. Sometimes they're just being little scientists. What does my voice sound like when it's this loud? What happens if I make this noise? It's the toddler version of shouting into the Grand Canyon to hear the echo. They're exploring cause and effect, and let's be honest, a big part of that effect is our reaction. And other times, the scream is a signal of a much deeper need. It's a cry for connection. When a child feels overwhelmed, disconnected, or scared, their body's stress response kicks into high gear. That piercing scream isn't meant to annoy you, it's a flare signal saying, "I'm lost out here and I need your help." When we can shift our perspective from seeing a bad kid to seeing a kid having a hard time, the entire game changes. It moves us from a place of blame into a place of empathy. And from there, we can actually start solving the real problem. So here it is. The most important, most counterintuitive truth: to change your child's volume, you have to change your own first. Yelling back is like throwing gasoline on a fire. It just escalates everything. It models the exact behavior you want to stop, and it accidentally teaches your child that the only way to be heard is to be the loudest one in the room. Over time, kids can even get so used to it that they tune you out until you hit that breaking point. The real power move is to become the calm in their storm. When you respond with a steady, quiet presence, you're not just avoiding a shouting match, you're actively co-regulating with them. You are literally lending them your calm. You are showing them, not just telling them, how to handle big feelings. Now, this isn't about being some perfect Zen-like parent who never feels frustrated. That's not real life. This is about having a plan for when you get frustrated. It's about learning to respond, not just react. So, how do we actually do that in the moment? It starts with a simple 3-step method. Before you do anything about your child screaming, you have to manage the siren going off inside your own head. When you feel that surge of anger and the urge to yell, that is your cue to pause. This is the single most powerful thing you can do. Your brain just needs a few seconds to shift from that reactive, fight or flight mode to a more thoughtful, problem-solving one. So, what does this pause look like? First, just breathe. Take 3 deep belly breaths. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. This simple action sends a direct signal to your nervous system that you are safe, and this is not a true emergency. It's like a biological reset button. Second, if you can, walk away. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Stepping into the next room, or even just turning your back for a moment, can give you the space you need to cool down. Some experts have a pretty great trick for this. They suggest yelling into the toilet and then flushing it away. It sounds silly, but it's a symbolic and physical release of that hot energy. A pillow or a closet works too. The point is to get the pressure out without aiming it at your child. Finally, have a mantra ready. A simple phrase you repeat to yourself can be incredibly grounding. Something like, "This is not an emergency. They're having a hard time, not giving me a hard time." Or even just, "I can handle this calmly." This little internal script helps you reframe the situation and reminds you of your goal, to be the calm leader your child needs. Only when you feel that internal fire start to die down are you ready for step 2. Okay, now that you're calm, your next job is to connect. Trying to teach, reason with, or correct a screaming child is like trying to teach someone to swim while they're drowning. It's useless. Their learning brain is completely offline. First, you have to pull them out of the water. You do that with connection and empathy. This means getting down on their level physically. Towering over a small child feels intimidating and just makes them more defensive. So kneel down and get eye to eye. This simple act signals safety and respect. Next, acknowledge their feeling. You don't have to agree with why they're screaming, but you have to validate the emotion behind it. Use a calm, quiet voice. Some people call it a Siri voice, just stating facts without judgment. You could say something like, "Wow, you are so angry that he took your toy. I get it. You're really frustrated right now. It's so hard when you can't get that lid off. I hear how sad you are that we have to leave the playground. It's okay to be sad about that." When you put their big, scary emotion into words, you're showing them you see them, you hear them, and their feelings make sense. That alone is often enough to dramatically lower the volume. You're giving them the words for what they're feeling, which is the first step to taming it. Once the storm has passed, and only when you are both calm, that is when the teaching happens. The final step is to give them a different way to get their needs met. You've told them what not to do, scream, so now you have to explicitly teach them what to do instead. Tell your child what to do, not just what to stop doing. So instead of, "Stop screaming," try, "Please use your quiet voice." You can even make a game out of it later when things are calm. Practice volume up, volume down, where you both get super loud on purpose, and then practice getting whisper quiet. It turns a point of conflict into a fun game and helps build their self-control. And give them a script. Give them the actual words to use next time. You could say, "When you want my attention, you can come tap my arm and say, 'Mommy, I need you.' If you feel really angry, it's okay to stomp your feet and say, 'I'm mad.' Instead of screaming, can you try using your sad voice and say, 'I'm sad, we have to go.' By doing this, you're not just stopping a behavior, you're building a lifelong skill. You're handing your child the tools for emotional intelligence. These 3 steps, regulate, connect, and teach, are incredibly powerful in the moment, but making this change last is all about consistency. Try to establish clear and predictable routines. Kids feel safest and act out less when they know what to expect. Simple things like consistent rules and giving warnings before transitions, like, "Okay, 5 more minutes before we leave," can prevent so many of these meltdowns from happening in the first place. And finally, please remember that you are human. There will be days when you're tired, stressed, and you slip up and yell. It happens to all of us. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. When you do yell, the most important thing you can do is repair that connection. Once you're calm, go to your child and apologize. Say, "I'm sorry I yelled. I was feeling really frustrated, but I shouldn't have done that. I'm working on it too." This is not weakness, it is incredible strength. It models accountability, it shows your child that everyone makes mistakes, and it teaches them the beautiful skill of how to fix things when they break. Conclusion. That non-stop screaming that makes you want to cover your ears isn't a sign that you have a bad kid or that you're a bad parent. It's just a signal. It's a cry for help from a little person with a developing brain who is completely swamped by big feelings. And you don't have to meet their chaos with more chaos. You have the power to be the calm anchor in their emotional storm. Just remember the 3 steps. First, regulate yourself, pause and breathe. Second, connect before you correct. Get on their level and see their need. And third, when everyone is calm, teach them a new way. This journey from chaos to calm won't happen overnight. It takes practice, patience, and a whole lot of compassion for your child and for yourself. But every time you choose to take a breath, instead of shouting back, you are doing more than just silencing a scream. You are building a foundation of trust and respect in your home. You're creating a space where everyone feels safe, heard, and connected. And that is a truly powerful thing. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe for more ideas on building strong family bonds. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your biggest struggle when it comes to screaming in your house? Sharing our stories helps us all feel a little less alone. You've got this.